streak yet another game, as he has been on fire this month.
Yeah, he certainly has. He's seeing the ball so big, Matty. You see the confidence oozing off him in the box. He hasn't fished at anything in the last month or so. So I don't expect this to go away anytime soon.
Now batting.
So a runner at first with two away, and ambling over to the batter's box is Carlos Correa.
Here we go now. Let's go. Let's go.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Grounded back up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit.
That a boy, way to get on the sack. Check your outfielders here.
And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. In now, Ryan O'Hearn, and we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and two gone here in the fifth.
Hey, need you right here, need ya. Let her rip, let her rip.
And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman.
The third baseman, Alex
Dirtbag,
Bregman.
the runner at third. Correa at second. O'Hearn on at first with two down. This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this?
Come on.
Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. Astros leave him loaded. Home half of the fifth coming up, tied at 3-3. So stepping in, Lance Dirtbag. He singled his last time up.
Lance Dirtbag.
See it, drive it like you can. Let's go.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike one. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
One out, nobody on.
Let's go now. One time.
Line toward the alley in left center. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Boy, D-Row, there's a case of the outfield defense playing so deep that that ball looked like it was extra bases all the way, but they were able to cut it off.
Yeah, not too many times I would agree. I'd love to hear your take on this as well. The no doubles defense, I kind of never understood it to begin with.
Batter, number one.
I felt like the pitcher, if he can execute the game plan, could keep the ball in front of the outfielders, but right there, boy, I was wrong. That worked.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Digging in to try it again, Ryan O'Hearn. It was a walk in his last trip.
Hey, let's make a play and hold him right here. Here we go. One out now.
Ooh, he saws him off with that one.
Stay here, on the back, on the back.
And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
And you know, guys, if this bat doesn't break, it's probably a double play ball, but that just wasn't happening here. Good job to make sure of one, though.
And that'll bring up Alex Bregman. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Alex
3 runs, 8 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. And it appears they're going to give him the intentional walk here, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone.
Now, here we go.
So a big moment here, and standing in, Omar Narvaez, as he's presented with the bases loaded situation in a tie ball game. The 1-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to third. Scooped up, and they get the force at home. Whatever works as the side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. So coming to the plate, Lance Dirtbag. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame.
Lance Dirtbag.
Hold up, hold up.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey, keep it going. Need you right now.
Line to the right side.
2-2-2.
And that'll get down out there for extra bases.
Cut hold, cut hold.
And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out.
All you can ask as an offense is to try and get that tying run in the batter's box. And they've started out nicely right here. They've gotten 2 runners on. They're down 4. A grand slam is still in play. Let's see if they continue this nice offensive approach.
Carlos Correa.
Here's the 3-1. And he misses with it. Ball 4. So that'll load the bases. And now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
So digging in now, Ryan O'Hearn. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Tight spot. Bases loaded. Nobody out.
Hey, come on, guys.
And this is swung up. Took care of a key man there. 1 away.
I'm really impressed by that strikeout, and I'll tell you why. He should have gotten a call on the pitch before, and it looked like he got squeezed a little bit. In a bases-loaded situation, that can drive a guy nuts, drive you crazy. What I loved is he didn't let him take it out of this game, and he came back with another good pitch and got the punch. 1 pitch at a time.
And not in time as the run scores.
Come on, slide, slide.
The tag, and he'll be called out. And that is going to do it for this ball game.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
7-4 the final finish today. The A's came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Aaron Bummer gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Theo Noble wraps it up for the save, his 5th of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First.
The team is pressed to step up their focus defensively.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Boston Red Sox and the Houston Astros. It's Astros baseball, and it's next on the show. Michael Dutrumble will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's...
He's out. Three.
Now at the plate, Lance
Batting third.
Dirtbag. First
The
cuts for
designated
him
hitter.
here with the bases open
Lance
and 2 away.
Dirtbag.
Pitch on the way. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They come in winners of 2 straight and looking to get things turned around in what hasn't been all that amazing a stretch for them.
Yeah, Matty, this team's in the grind part of their schedule right now. Just had a short homestand, able to say hello to the family, kiss the wife, tuck the kids in at night, and they're back on the road again. This should be interesting to see the energy this team plays with today.
So we're runner at first here with 2
Batting
gone in the
fourth.
inning. And the former
shortstop.
#1 overall pick in
Carlos.
American League Rookie of the Year,
Correa.
Carlos Correa, bats next.
All right, here we go now.
Dirtbag leads off first with a
Here we
pair
go.
of outs
Come
in
on
the
now.
inning.
One time. 2 down now.
Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. On now to the top half of inning number 2. It's the Red Sox 1 and the Astros nothing.
Play ball. You're out. Out. Full 4. Take the base. Out.
Stepping in and ready for
Now
another
batting.
shot, Lance
The designated hitter.
Dirtbag. He reached on a
Lance
single in his first try.
Dirtbag.
Try that pitch now, eh?
Come on, fellas, let's go.
Has a look, now the pitch. On a line, that's a base hit.
Make a turn.
And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
You know, that's sort of a tough one since it's only the second inning, but I think it's about knowing your pitcher and how they respond. He's had some struggles here, so I think he's just reminding him to let those go and focus on the next batter.
Digging in, Carlos Correa.
The
2's
batter,
all
number
over the
1.
place. 2 on, 2
Shortstop,
out, and of course,
Carlos
here in inning 2.
Correa.
Get us out of here. Let's go.
Skied into straightaway right.
Come on, go, go, go.
Dobson's there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. We've played 2 full. It's the Astros 4 and the Red Sox 1.
Back now in Houston, home of the Astros, who've certainly treated their fans to some impressive pitching so far this year. And looking at their stats, it's safe to say they've got plenty of swing and miss stuff, as they come into this one ranked first in the league in strikeouts. One member of the pitching staff told me it's one of the best he's been a part of, at least in terms of pure talent. He said every guy brings something special to the mound, and they have a lot of fun feeding off each other. He added,
Now batting, Lance
batting.
Dirtbag.
The
He came
designated
through with an
hitter.
RBI single
Lance
in his last at-bat.
Dirtbag.
First delivery to him on the way. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. Gone into the deck seats in center. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Home run number 490 of his career as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Most pitchers aren't going to throw this guy much of a fastball to try to challenge him because this guy can hit him a mile just like he did with that swing right there. Impressive power.
Striding forward now is the DH,
the
Lance
designated hitter.
Dirtbag. He's
Lance
looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Robles waits on it.
Relay, relay, relay.
And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's now 7-1.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with a sac fly.
Standing in,
Now
Lance
batting, the
Dirtbag
designated
earned
hitter.
himself an RBI
Lance
with a sac fly his last
Dirtbag.
time at the plate.
Yeah, we got one here.
First pitch of the at-bat. Ripped toward the gap in right.
Laser.
Round it, go.
He's around
Relay,
first,
relay,
heading for
relay.
2.
No runner. Hold it right there. Hold it.
And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches, but when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it. And that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
Next up for the Stros, Carlos
The batter,
Correa.
number 1.
It was a flyout
Shortstop,
for him in his last trip.
Carlos.
One out and a runner on
Correa.
second base.
See it, drive it. Let's go right here. He's going.
Runner's on his way to third.
Straight up,
And he
straight up,
gets him to
straight up.
pop it up on the right side of the infield. Raines takes charge and he's got it. 2 down. Throw back to second, and that's a double play.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to
Fans,
dominate
our
a game
final
like
line
that.
score tonight.
9-1
First
is
for
the way this one
victorious
ends.
Astros,
The Houston
9 runs,
Astros
12
took
hits.
the lead in the
No
second
errors.
inning and
They
rode
left
that until
12
the
men
very
on base.
end. We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Boston Red Sox and the Houston Astros. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Mike Foltynewicz will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn
Batting
things
third,
around in this one here
The
today.
designated hitter, Lance Dirtbag.
No one better. Stay home. Here you go.
Hold up on the ground. Let's go right here.
First pitch on its way. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. A ball that's carrying.
I got it.
On the
Here
warning
we go,
track,
here we
he
go.
makes the
Relay,
catch.
relay.
To the plate now is the designated
batting,
hitter, Lance
designated hitter,
Dirtbag.
And if you didn't
Lance
know, he was recently awarded the
Dirtbag.
American League Player of
Hey,
the
nobody
Month
out now.
award.
Here's the first pitch to him. Line toward the alley in left center. That's
Take a
his
look,
first
take a
base hit, make him 1 for 2 now. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly. And you see on the graphic right there that his hitting streak will indeed live on as he just continues to hit the ball well. So next to swing the bat will be Carlos
Now
Correa.
batting,
0 for 1 for him
shortstop.
here in this one.
Carlos Correa.
See it, drive it. Let's go, kid.
Hit to short. Gloved by Bogarts. To second for 1. Over to Bell for the double play.
Boy, and that's a great play there at short. He's forced to go to the backhand and then pivot on that right leg to throw against the momentum of his body. These guys make it look easy. That's one you could definitely launch into right field if you're not under control.
Digging in and looking
Now
for more.
the
Lance
designated hitter.
Dirtbag. He singled his last time up.
Dirtbag.
No out.
See it, drive it, kid. See it, drive it.
Hey, let's turn it. Plays at 2 now.
Hey, have a rip like you can. Here we go.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Waiting on it is Benintendi. One out.
No runner. Cut hold.
Digging in once again. Lance
next to the
Dirtbag. He flew out
The
in his last
designated hitter.
at-bat.
Almost,
Lance
Matty. Almost went
Dirtbag.
deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the
Here we
yard
go.
this
Pick it up. Pick
AB.
it up.
And that's in there. Base hit.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Row, he's been locked in from day one of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Correa.
Hey, have a rip like you can. Here you go.
Hey, now we've got 2.
3 runs already home here.
Hey, get a good one up there, huh?
And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news? A single probably drives in a couple of runs.
At the plate, Ryan O'Hearn. Career numbers against
66.
Julio Teheran. He carries a batting average of .389. He also has 1 home run. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
Stepping into the box,
Now
Kenny
batting.
Netzel. Already a
fielder.
home run and a double
Kenny.
for him in this one.
Netzel.
You got it. Take the pitch.
Popped him up.
You go, your ball.
Bell is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So they strike for 4 runs in the inning, but are denied a chance to really do damage as they leave the bases loaded. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Houston leads this one 8-1.
Hey, get ahead. Stay ahead right here.
Now at the plate, Lance
Leading off for
Dirtbag.
the
He'll swing it
Astros,
from the left side
The
right here.
designated
It
hitter.
really doesn't matter what side of the plate this guy bats from. He hits very well. He hits right-handed pitching very well, swinging left-handed, and swinging from the right side against lefties. The numbers are quite the same. This guy flat out can hit from either side.
Every game the pitcher gets the lineup card, he circles the guy that can't beat him. Well, obviously he didn't circle this guy. That's his 3rd knock of the game, and he has been on fire lately.
Ready for another shot now. Carlos
The
Correa.
batter, number
He's
1.
hitless in 3
Shortstop.
at-bats to this point.
Carlos Correa.
Runners on the move for second, and he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Bell is there, and he's got it for the first out. Striding in, Ryan O'Hearn. He comes
Now
in
batting.
2 for 3 with a couple of home
66.
runs thus far on his line. Now the 0-1. And there he goes towards second. Pitch inside. The throw. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal.
this game, you always try to find a way to be hopeful. They win the first game of a new month and are now looking to keep it rolling the rest of the way.
8-2 tonight's final. The Stros with a big 17-hit attack. Mike Foltynewicz notches his 3rd win of the year. Alex Guzman was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Astros, 8 runs on 17 hits. No errors. They left 22 runners on base. For the Red Sox, 2 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 17 men on base.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Boston Red Sox and the Houston Astros. It's Baseball on. Now at the plate, Lance Dirtbag. He's been swinging a hot bat in the series with 7 base hits coming in. High in the air out to center field.
Two.
Robles is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Striding in once again, Lance Dirtbag. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Up.
Fouled off. 2 out, nobody on.
Hey, let's go, kid. Here we go.
Now a drive out to left center field.
Dig, go.
He takes the turn and heads for second.
Cut it.
And he is into second with a 2-out double. And that, as you see, will extend his hitting streak to an even 30 ball games. That is some month of baseball.
D-Row, I'm going to have to ask you about this. Is that kind of the number when you start thinking about, hey, you're having a really good streak?
I would say 5 is probably a really good.
So this guy's raking right now.
30 games. You know what I think of when I think of 30 games? That's a month of sleeping with just nice dreams every night. 1 knock every game for a month. Pretty special.
And that's by him into right field for a base hit. And now they've got the runner caught in the hot box as he thought about going home. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for Houston, but they lead it 1-0. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Lance Dirtbag. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Smoke toward the hole. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. So it's a multi-hit game for him as that ball finds a crease into right field. And as you can see on the graphic, his total currently leads this Astros ball club. Stepping up to the plate, Ryan O'Hearn. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Hey, we've got one right here.
Yeah, let it fly. Let's fly right here.
The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Well, this has been a completely different performance from the offense that we saw yesterday. They were looking like the 27 Yankees 24 hours ago, but they've been held in check so far in this one. That's kind of how baseball goes, though.
Third baseman number 2, Alex Bregman.
Runner goes for second. Hard ground ball to third. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. The tag, and he is out at third base. Cut down, trying to go first to third, and the inning is over. So they pick up no runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. 7th inning coming up. The Red Sox are out in front, 5-1. Digging in, Lance Dirtbag,
and he's the reigning American League Player of the Month.
All right, come on now. One time, let it fly.
Hey, plays at one now.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard towards center.
Got that one.
And that'll get down for a base hit. Into the box, Ryan O'Hearn, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch, the 1-2. He struck him out, the third time he's fanned in the game. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. 8th inning coming up. The Red Sox lead it 5-4. Ready for another chance, Lance Dirtbag, and we'll see what he can do with the tying run at second, the potential winning run at first with one away.
Hey, let's turn this now. Hey, keep it going up there.
From the stretch. High and deep to right center. Right fielder looking up at the track, the wall. And that ball is gone. Santa Maria, game over. So a 3-run shot to right center field. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Well, they say better late than never, and that's obviously something that he takes to heart as he puts a charge in one for a walk-off homer. Got to be the best feeling in all of baseball.
So the lineup really helped carry them to victory here in this one, and this man was a big reason why. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up with 3/4 of the cycle. Couldn't get the toughest one of them all, a triple, but it was still an outstanding showing with the bat.
7-5 tonight's final. Houston came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Derek Law claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Astros, 7 runs on 16 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Coming up, we've